Hello students, welcome. In today's session we'll be solving three sets of linear equations using Cramer's rule. Now Cramer's rule is another method or a different method of solving linear equations. Now in previous sessions we have seen how we can solve linear equations or simultaneous equations using matrix inverse method. Now this method is much more simple, and it is, once you get the clutch of it, it's very easy to solve the equations. So I'll try to make this as simple as possible. Now just look at this particular question. You have x, y and z as the unknown here. So there are three unknowns, and for that, to solve them, we have three sets of linear equations. So this could be written like this. So you don't have to write this for your exam, but it's for your understanding and putting it. Now this can be represented like this, where the coefficients are a1, b1, c1, 5, 6, 3 is a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2, a3, b3, z3, and x, y, z I put like that itself. Now these constants on the right side is denoted by d1, d2 and d3. Now we have to frame four matrices determinants like this. Now this is determinant D. This is a very raw format, it's very simple. These are the coefficients of these variables. So a1, b1, c1 are the coefficients 5, 6, 3, minus 7, 8, plus 2, similar. Now this is where you should be a little careful. What is D1? The capital D1, just a notation, okay? This capital D1, whenever you write D1, just make sure the first column is replaced by the constants D1, D2, D3. So replace the first column with the answers, that is 11, 15, 7, that is the constants, and then repeat the same thing. Here balance everything will be the same. Similarly, when it comes to D2, the second column will be replaced by D1, D2, D3. When the third equation comes, when the D3 comes, A1, A2 remains the same. The third column will be replaced by D1, D2, D3. Once you find the determinant of these four metrics, then the solution will become like. So x can be written as x is equal to d1 by d, y is equal to d2 by d, and z is equal to d3 by d. Now this is how you find the solution. Let us look here now let us look into the solution of this particular question. So we have to find d. D is equal to 5 minus 7, 1, 6 minus 8 minus 1, 3, 2 minus 6. This is the determinant D. What is determinant D1? You have to replace the first column. So what is the first column? First column is getting replaced by 11, 15 and 7. 11, 15, 7. Because that is D1, D2, D3. So this could be D1, D2, D3. I hope you understood. Then you copy the same things. 7 minus 7 minus 8, 2. You're copying the same two columns. 1 minus 1 minus 6. 1 minus 1 minus 6. What is D2? D2 is equal to, you copy the first column, 5, 6, 3, 5, 6, 3. Second column will be replaced by D1, D2, D3. What is this? This one. 11, 15, 7. Sorry. And the D3 will be same. 1 minus 1 minus 6. Now what is D3? D3 is determinant. The first and second column remains the same. 5, 6, 3, minus 7, minus 8, 2. The third column gets replaced by 11, 15, 7. Now I hope you know from my previous classes as how to solve the determinant. So when you solve this particular determinant, you get determinant of D as, when you solve this, you get D as 55, D1 as 55, d2 as minus 55 and d3 as minus 55. So what is x? X is equal to d1 by d, which is equal to, what is d1? 55 by 55 is equal to 1. So x is equal to 1. Y is equal to d2 by d. What is that? What is d2? d2 is minus 55. Minus 55 by plus 55 is equal to minus 1. So y is equal to minus 1. What is z? Z is equal to d3 by d, which means minus 55 by determinant d, that is 55. So z is equal to minus 1. You can just cross check by putting these values in this any simple any of these equations. You will get the answer. So I'll just repeat what we did is we just tried to write this equation in this particular format. You don't have to write this for your exam. You can directly go with your solutions from here. So determinant D is actually the coefficient matrix. In the coefficient matrix, when you replace the first column with the constants, you get the D1. When you remove the second column and put the constants, you get D2. When you remove the third column and put the constants, you get D3. The solution could be x is equal to d1 by d, y is equal to d2 by d, z is equal to d3 by d. I am very sure this is a very simple method of solving simultaneous equations or linear equations using Cramer's rule. So I would appreciate you doing more and more problems and getting yourself an expert in this. Thank you very much, students.